Sekvencer and effects. We've seen how KRONOS is packed with tools to inspire you, from 9 sound engines to Karma, wave sequencing, drum track, and more. The internal 16-track MIDI sequencer is designed to capture your idea when inspiration hits, for example, with auto song setup. When you get an idea, hold down Enter and press the Record Write button. Touch OK. The entire combi has been brought into a new song location in the sequencer, including all the sounds, effects, Karma, etc. Record is already activated. All you need to do is press the Start button. There will be a 2-measure count in, and then it will start recording. Here's a tip. Press and hold the notes during the 2-measure count in. This will make sure that your first notes will be on the very first beat of the first measure. Idea captured. Auto Song Setup uses multi-track record to record all the different Karma parts and your own keyboard part on separate tracks. Before adding additional tracks, be sure to turn this off. Let's look at recording one track at a time. The KRONOS has some tools to help make this easy as well. I'll create a new song location. Of course, you can select whatever sounds you want for each track, but a song template will quickly set up the first 8 tracks with sounds, levels, panning, effects, etc. in a particular musical genre, so you can quickly start recording. Page menu, Load Template Song. There are 18 preset and 16 user to choose from. You can copy preset drum patterns to one of the tracks. This can be done later or while you're still on this dialog box. You can select from many user and preset patterns. All in the name refers to the drum programs that will work with this pattern. Some of the patterns are designed to work with specific drum kit programs. Each time you press OK, it will put this 4-measure pattern sequentially on the track. Touch Exit. Locate is programmable, but by default it will bring us back to measure 1, beat 1. Track 2 already has a bass program from the template song. Track 3, Electric Piano. Track 4, Piano. I just recorded an electric piano on track 3, so I'm going to choose a different sound for track 4 from the Fast Synth category. On this Preferences tab, I can select different ways to record, for example Overwrite, which erases what was previously recorded on the track, or Overdub, which adds to what is there. This time, I'll record looping the first 2 measures using Loop All Tracks. Now I'll copy the 2 measures to the rest of the song. Editing of a song is done here on the Track Edit page group. Track 4 is already selected. Set the measure range, then choose the editing function here. First, I'll quantize it to correct my timing. This can be done while recording or after. Now I'll repeat measures 1 and 2 4 times. Change the recording setup back to overwrite so it won't loop. As I listen to the song so far, I've realized I want to make a small edit to the synth program on track 4. A great feature of the KRONOS is being able to edit the program from within sequencer mode. This is available in combi mode as well. To select the program to edit, touch any parameter of the track the program is on, then select the Edit Program command from the menu. Or just hold down Enter and touch the program's name. Then make the necessary edits. Note that parameters overridden by the song, such as karma and effects, are not available. See the PDF manuals and the onboard help system for details. Now I need to write the program. I can either write it over the current location or save it to a new location. By the way, this editing can be done while the sequencer is running as well. Exit back to the sequencer. Track 5, Guitar. This shows me that track 5 is already set up with a karma pattern, in this case a strumming pattern. Turn on karma, just play a chord, and karma strums it for you. On the Preferences tab, I'll set the song to loop measures 1 through 4 for the next section. When the control assign is set to tamper track, the control surface becomes a mixer for the MIDI tracks 1 through 8 or 9 through 16. Notice that the mixer knobs are set to individual pan, meaning each knob is a pan for tracks 1 through 8 or 9 through 16, and these switches mute the tracks. If you select Channel Strip, then the knobs control the pan, EQ, and master effect sends for a single track. The switches select which track that is. When the KRONOS is shut off, the program edit I made will be kept, but the song will be erased. We'll look at saving songs, programs, etc. in the Global, Disk, and Management chapter. Let's look at how the effects work in sequencer mode. Combination mode works the same way. Program mode is similar, but like working with a single track. First, touch the EQ Vector Control tab. Each MIDI and audio track has its own 3-band EQ. Now the IFX tab, short for Insert Effects. Since we used a song template to get started, you'll notice that the effects have already been set up for many of the tracks, but of course you can make any changes you wish. There are 12 insert effects available. When a track is bussed to an insert effect, the audio signal passes directly through the effect. Think of it as a guitar effect pedal you plug in and out of. You can route a track or multiple tracks into any insert effect. Even chain effects together. Drums are a special case. I'll create a new song and copy a drum program to track 1, including all the insert effects. Drum kits are created and edited in global mode, and there is a bus select parameter for each sound in a drum kit. So you can send the snare drum to one insert effect, the bass drum to another, cymbals into another, etc. In this example, the drum kit is using 5 of the 12 insert effects. If you want to use fewer insert effects for drums, you can go to the Drum Kit IFX patch and keep the snare drums routed to IFX1 and the bass drums routed to IFX2, and route the rest to left and right, bypassing the insert effects. Now insert effects 3, 4, and 5 are available. Let's go back to the other song. IFX tab, IFX 1 through 12 tab. Each insert effect can be edited extensively, even controlled in real time. Back to the Insert Effects tab. After the signal passes through the insert effect, you have sends 1 and 2. This sets how much of the signal is sent to Master Effects 1 and 2. A typical application is to put a chorus effect on 1 and a reverb on 2. Then use the sends to set how much of each you want on a sound. Even if you don't send a track through an insert effect, you can still set a track send 1 and 2 amount here. And finally, these last 2 effects, the total effects, are applied to the entire mix at the very end of the signal. For example, you might put a parametric 4-band EQ and a limiter on the entire mix. By the way, every effect has presets to help you find the settings you need.